Gossip. Thank you guys for checking out another great episode on gossip. Remember, gossip is what's true to you. It may not be true amongst the masses, but it's true to us. Don't forget to get the book Rise of the Black Woman. The latest version is on Amazon for like $15, written by Kanum Morel. This book will be historic. I promise you it will stand the test of time. Stop by our store, ninthdimension.com, and pick up some soul apparel. Now back to the episode. Gossip. It is time for the world to change. It is time for the people to accept what they cannot change. Is it time for those that choose to ignore the conditions of the world to stand up? Is it time for people to be forced to make a change? Is it time for the hatred, the deceit, and the unjust behaviors to be addressed? Is it time for us to get out our own way? Is it time for the people to say enough is enough? Is it time for us to be infighting and squabbling over gender roles and what a man's going to do and what a woman's going to do and who's bringing what to the table? Isn't it about time we get some understanding? Is it time for us to be concerned at FEMA being activated? Is it time for us to stop following the program and take the world a little bit more seriously? Is it time for us to stop going to these jobs and doing the things that we do and begin to start creating our own educational system, healthcare system, governmental systems? Because we see that the United States is falling. Is it time for us to do some real work? Is it time for us to take the fight internally and question our own beliefs? Is it time for us to question the perceptive reality in that we live? For is it we as a whole that forms the perceptive consciousness? For it is we that believe the priest. It is we that ignorantly allowed the church to condemn us. It is we that chose to bow to another man. It is we that wanted a king. It is we that want to be ruled over by our overlords that we worship. It is we that lack the discipline, the intuition, the connection to prime source, creator prime energy. It is we that don't have the ears to hear or the eyes to see. It is we that lack the energy. For it is time we connect with our inner G, our inner God, our higher self, our higher waveform. For it is we that refuse to unite. It is we that create the boundaries between one another. It is time for us to realize we have a collective goal to see where we are headed in this world that we call Earth. It is time we pay attention to the signs that have been given. How much are you going to take before you decide to do something? How much is it going to take? Will you have to lose a loved one? Will a bomb have to drop? Will an asteroid or a mothership have to appear? What is it gonna get? What is gonna get you to start questioning the program? What is gonna get you to snap out of your everyday routine? Have time not shown that these times are uncertain? Have not the air, the water, the soil, the food, and you been polluted? I ask again, is it time that we start thinking collectively on how are we going to solve these issues? Is it time you stop going to your job and start planting fruit trees everywhere? starting city or neighborhood gardens everywhere. Start setting up your own neighborhood watches everywhere. Your neighborhood fresh markets everywhere. Your neighborhood school teachers everywhere. Your neighborhood librarians everywhere. Your neighborhood candy ladies everywhere. Your neighborhood hoodoo person everywhere. Your neighborhood sock maker everywhere. Your neighborhood clothing designer everywhere. Your neighborhood tobacco grower everywhere. Your neighborhood cotton grower everywhere. Your neighborhood herbalist everywhere. It's going to take all that and a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Most of all, it's going to take we the people to stop serving these gods we worship. See, yeah, we worship the God of laziness, the God of doubt. You know what I'm saying? The God of fear, the God of lack and complacency and worry. You know what I'm saying? And most of all, what got us stuck where we at right now is the God of Saviorism. See, we are always looking for somebody to save us. They have been feeding you a superhero for a long time. So when they create the chaos and come to the rescue, you will be grateful because they have conditioned you to look for a savior. They have conditioned us, should I say, to look for a savior versus you being your own damn savior. Because at the end of the day, can't nobody do nothing for you but you. You have to be wise enough to make the decisions at the right time. You have to have a certain amount of knowledge so that you can make a good decision. And a good decision is not just benefits on positive side. You have to look at the negative too. Which I'm sure you know that. But when they feed us, but the fact that they've been giving us this superhero for so long, and they create this chaos that's about to unfold, where they already talking about the banking system changing over to this digital shit, which has been digital. I don't know why they trying to make it like it's a big deal. We've been using credit cards and debit cards for a long time, so shit been digital. What's changing is the blockchain. They putting it on the blockchain because they want to be transparent. They want to show everything that you buy, everything that you sell. They want to be able to see everything. And they're going to automatically take taxes out your shit, like out your account. That's what's changing. Like, you ain't going to have to pay taxes no more because they're going to automatically withdraw. You know what I'm saying? Just like your Social Security and Medicaid tax. They just automatically take it. Because you don't have no say-so. Or you choose not to say nothing. I put it that way. We choose to put up with the shit. So, they going to create a regime. And whatever this conquest is, you will happily comply. Because you going to be in chaos. Because they going to catch you off guard. Because you ain't looking at this shit. Because you ain't thinking about nothing but what you got to do for the day and tomorrow. Your everyday routine. You probably ain't giving a damn that they changing the money. You like, well, when it change, it just change. I just adjust accordingly. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. How you gonna adjust when they bring the aliens out? How we know the aliens coming? In every movie they have ever shown, and you see an alien species, go all the way back to Star Trek. Advanced technology equals aliens. Period. Anytime every movie that you have ever seen, witnessed that aliens was there, there was advanced technology. Advanced technology equal aliens. Period. Now, when they tell you that these aliens are your creators, you can accept it or you ain't gotta accept it. Most of you niggas gonna accept it because they done condition you to accept it because of Saviorism. Saviorism have conditioned you to accept what they're pushing forth in this new agenda. See, a lot of people don't know, or you ain't putting together, that the new world order that is talked about is the same shit that Revelations talk about. Where your God gonna come and we're gonna dwell on earth forever and ever and ever in peace. See, we not putting this together. Like, we're not looking at the whole shebang. And it's not that you ain't got the Bible shit down. You ain't got what's going on in real life, what's going on in real time down. And not just the shit they showing you. Like the shit that's coming that they not pushing, but it's still there for you to see. So it's not hidden from you. It's there for you to see it, but it's not pushed as the main agenda. And so when these aliens show up and your preacher and everybody begin to prepare you for this shit and tell you that, God coming and we know the Lord is coming back because the Lord says he's coming back. And so if he's coming back, he got to come back in something. So he's going to come back in a spaceship. That's going to appear as a cloud, right? Because we taking it straight out the book. So you're going to see a cloud that's going to turn into a spaceship. Advanced technology equal aliens. When the aliens show up, they're going to tell you that these aliens is your God. Why are they going to tell you that? Because they got advanced technology. So what that means, they had to be our creator. And so these niggas going to show up for you to bow down. The whole modus operandi currently is to get you to evolve as a species. If you do not want to do this shit for yourself, we will evolve you, and we will evolve you to a point where we're going to have to control you more. Not less, more. Because if you look at the world and you see the shit that we on right now, you'll be like, in the next 30 years, these niggas gonna be off the chain. The way niggas popping pills and all the shit that we do today, the next 2 generations from now gonna be off the damn chain. So we gotta crack down with more control. Even though they the ones that conditioned this shit. We condition some shit. It's like this. If we God, and I have to say if we God, because if you ain't realized by now that the government is God's, you ain't paid attention. And so, and the government ain't necessarily the White House. Don't get that confused. Government means exactly what it says it is. Mind control. The one that controls the minds. Most minds are controlled through religion and education. Institutionalized education. So when they give you these gods and These gods is to crack down on more mind control. So basically what these gods are going to do is that these gods are going to sit on a throne and rule like they showed in ancient times. This is the same shit. See, you niggas that ain't been into your history and just think history go back to slavery days. See, you ain't seen the gods sitting on thrones and ruling. So when the Lord come back, he plans on sitting on his throne and ruling. The same shit that's in the Bible, the same shit is part of the New World Order. Same shit. You gonna have a president that rules like a dictator. He don't give up his seat. His seat is his seat. They're going to create laws that you must abide by. You will not get around them because they're going to condition shit to where you have to live in these smart houses where you're under 24-hour surveillance. But they're not going to sell it to you like that. They're going to sell it to you like a dream. But reality is you're going to be under 24-hour surveillance. How they going to get you niggas in these houses? Well, they're going to create conditions to where you have to move out of your area because it may be contaminated. So you're going to have to get the hell out your area and relocate. And when we relocate your ass, we're going to relocate you in a house that we can see what you doing 24/7. And so when this man take the seat, or when the Lord take the seat, he's gonna set rules in place, and you must abide by it. And because of the rules that are set in place, we supposed to live happily ever after. The one problem with that is that we still have to obey another nigga. Like, have you not realized that you're not your body? You're total energy. And the same energy that propels that God to live is the same energy that's in you. So how in the hell can he say he over you if you both live off the same thing, and that's energy? No man is above another man. And if you niggas ain't realized by now, I gotta say this shit, and I don't want to, but I'm gonna say this anyway. Cause a lot of you niggas just got this shit fucked up. God has never, ever in my life, and yours too, I know this for a fact, God has never, ever had to show up in my life to show me that God is real. Ever. If a nigga is finna show up and tell you that he's God over you, that is a fucking imposter. That shit gotta be said. Cause a lot of you got it fucked up. You got it twisted. And they gonna keep twisting you on up like a pretzel if you don't begin to think for yourself. It is time for us to get some self-confidence. You need to see down the road, because down the road is the future, because the future is now. These people are preparing the future, but because of the shit you see now, this is how you know what the future gonna be. But worse. But you see the direction of the future. But imagine the future when it actually get here. We see where it's going. But imagine when it get here. Look at the shit now. And imagine what it'll be if this shit is not curved or straightened or corrected. Imagine 80%. I say 80%. Imagine 80% of the world with the shit that's going on right now. Imagine it in the future, and that's 80% of the shit going on. Or 90% of the shit going on, because it's not going to be 100. Because anything that's 100 don't exist. Imagine it. They are currently establishing what they want the future world to be. Can't you see this is your moment of, this is our moment to free ourselves. We're in a time right now. This 24,000 year cycle is the moment in time where everything will be disrupted. What do I mean by that? They want to go to this digital shit, but they also know that the power grid is going to shut down. This digital shit is temporary. Trust and believe this shit temporary. Because the solar flares that are going to come into this plane is going to disrupt the electrical grid. And they know it. If you want to really build wealth for your future children, you must get tangible assets. What is that? Land. Gold, silver, copper. You need tangible assets. This digital shit is making people millionaires. I'm not saying it's not. A lot of people getting money, but they not utilizing it the way it should be utilized, my opinion, at this time. A lot of people getting money to take trips and do all this other shit. Which I respect that. Do that. All I'm saying is also prepare for this other shit. Some people may say that if you think about it, you create it. The world is much bigger than you. It's much bigger than me. There's a lot of shit that happened in my life that I didn't have no control over. The shit I did have control over, I controlled. The shit that I didn't have control over, I did not have control over it. Why? Because it's bigger than me. If it wasn't bigger than me, then everything in my life, I control it. But this shit is bigger than me, and it's bigger than you. So it's good to take the vacations and the trips and all that shit. But at the same time, you need to prepare for worst case scenarios. Because this shit is bigger than you. It's bigger than you. And this is our moment of freedom. Because they're in chaos. Currently, this is our time to escape. Our time to get free. It's not time to keep perpetuating their game. It's time for us to get out of their game. Let them have that shit. We can figure out something else to do. But see, they got us trapped up in their game. We trapped up in that game because for so long we done seen a lot of shit we never had a chance to have, so we want it. And granted, I want to get it. But we don't have to get it the way they got it. We do not have a culture, and we need to create one. And we need to create it separate from them. It need to be separate from them. And I'm not saying that all white people bad, but I am saying that at the current time, the government is not for us. I am saying that. And because of that, we need to do something different. We need to be on some different shit. Let them have them and we do us. And we got to stop being scared to do us. And we got to stop being reliant upon them. Convenience have captured us. And because of this convenience and our ability to be convenientized, again, my own word, we have became lazy or whatever. We don't want to do the hard work. We like doing the easy work, which is cool. And the hard work consists of building shit from the ground up. Everything. And that's what the fuck we gotta do. We gotta build everything from the ground up. If we want to really, truly have our own, establish our own, if we're truly tired of the way they treat our own, if we tired of the shit we go through, we want something different for us. If we don't like the shit, the agendas that they pushing, we can do our own thing. That's one thing I give props to Obama for. I appreciate him. He signed the rights of the Declaration of Indigenous Peoples' Rights. They give us the right to separate. And I gotta say this too. Because not to keep throwing you off track, but I want to try to stay on topic. This Lord and all this stuff that's happening is to get you to evolve. You must evolve willingly or forcefully. One way or the other, it's going to be done. There's no way around this shit. There's no way around it. There is no, I'm going to not make a choice. Or you going to make a choice. This is some no choice to shit right here. Like, you going to make a choice. It's going to be a choice. There's not no choice in this shit. There is a choice. And you going to make a decision. You either going to evolve or you not. Because they are planning on creating new slaves. There will be a new slave class. Because they're going to get rid of the middle class. Either you going to have it or you ain't. And to be honest with you, you want to have it. Because those that don't have it will be part of the slave race. So how are you Negroes going to become part of this slave race? Well, they're going to create the chaos, whether that's with the UFOs before they bring the Lord back, or with the food, with the grocery stores shutting down, because I've already heard of a lot of Walmarts being shut down already. There are going to be many more stores that shut down. You better believe it. For different reasons. One reason is that, in quotation marks, that they want to make a healthier world. All of the shit they sell us today has been poisoned. A lot of the vegetables you eat is grown with human feces or grown from the sewers. When they filter the water system out, the water that you shower, shit, and bathe in, they filter that water out, send it back to you to cook your food in, And the part that they did take out, they send it to the food lab to be fertilizer. And so the way they gonna get a lot of you Negroes to fall for slave to be slaves, and this goes for every race of people. This is just not for so-called blacks. This is for every race of people, because the new slaves will be every race. Is that they're gonna create this chaos, and those of you that are not prepared for the chaos, you're gonna do crazy shit. So what is that? You either gonna try to rob somebody and get killed, or you're gonna kill somebody and eventually get yourself killed, or those that are trying to, a lot of people gonna try to raid stores and shit like that. They are prepared for that. They got sound speakers that can let off a frequency and drop you to your knees or make you disintegrate. Look at some of the stuff, look at some of the technology Hitler had created, you know what I'm saying? And the Nazi scientists came to America. If you look back in 2019, 2020, one of them, they was talking about the Nazi scientists in Tennessee. But anyway, so they plan on you starving. How you gonna become part of the slave race? Well, for one, they gonna offer you food and shelter when the shit hit the fan. Food, shelter, and protection. And a lot of you single women with children, you gonna be first in line. They looking for you. They waiting on your ass because you got kids and it's you. Melanin go for a high dollar these days. So they definitely waiting on you. So a lot of you that's not food prepared, you gonna volunteer yourself to go into these FEMA camps and because you're gonna be needing food, protection, and shelter. The other ones of you are gonna kill yourself off because you're trying to rob and pillage stores or each other, because you don't have enough damn sense to work together and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you got, I what you don't have, I have, and we can work this thing out. So, but they know you too slow for that. They know you too animalistic for that. You haven't risen above your animal nature. And to be quite frank with you, I agree. A lot of these motherfuckers do need to die off. Honestly. Because a lot of people are have bad nature, or what we would deem as bad nature. And we know those that have bad nature. Unfortunately, some of the ones that got the worst nature are the ones that run shit. That's what's unfortunate. But the ones that are around you that have bad nature, they actually want to get rid of your ass. And these are the people that they call useless eaters. These are the people that some call goyim. These are the ones that are just day-to-day tasks. They don't think no farther than day-to-day, their job or whatever they doing. Do they want to get rid of everybody? No, they don't. They want to get rid of a lot of people, and those that haven't evolved, they will be the new slave class. And everybody will be happy under the Lord, under the Lord's rulership. Because you will have your slaves, which will be the workers, will be the workforce, be the ones out there doing whatever the fuck they want you to do. You probably be out there ass and elbows in the air picking vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what the new forced slave labor will be. Hopefully you niggas ain't picking cotton. The Lord will reign, and those that are rule abide by, everybody will be happy, because you ain't got to worry about nobody trying to steal, nobody trying to kick your door in and rob you. You ain't worried about drug dealers no more, and the heroin dealers in the street. It's a lot of shit that you're not gonna have to worry about no more under this new lordship, because they're gonna put rules and regulations in place to where if in the future you steal some shit, it might be off with your hand. Because I truly think they're gonna bring back the barbaric type rulership. You know what I'm saying? Like, they brought all these guillotines to the United States back in 2013, 2014. They brought guillotines to every state. I don't remember now, but I think they brought like 13,000 to Georgia. Guillotines. Like, who head they plan on chopping the fuck off? Like, these questions you must ask. Like, what new rules they finna put in place to where they gonna be offing niggas off with your head? Hitting you right at the throat. It hit your jugular. What rules they bringing into play where they gotta start using guillotines? And you better believe they ain't just bring them just to be like, oh, we brought 13,000 guillotines to Georgia. Let's put them in a warehouse. No, you better believe that ain't the purpose for them. They ain't there to just sit in no warehouse. They just doing that right now. Even if they in a warehouse, who knows where they at? But they here, though. And they brought them to every state. I remember reading the shit vividly back in the day. And so all this shit is going to intertwine. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to rule. It's going to be a new world order. You know what I'm saying? People going to be happy. A lot of people going to die, because a lot of people going to be the new slaves. There going to be a lot more people that's rich. You know what I'm saying? There is never going to be a time where there's all good and don't no bad exist. So that talk about the Lord reigning on earth and everybody living happily ever after, somebody going to be damn miserable, I promise you. Because there is no one without the other. If there is good, there must be bad. Because in bad exists good, and in good exists bad. They exist with one another. Just like you're hot and cold, you're masculine and feminine. There is no one without the other. So what you want to do is try to get yourself on the right side of this thing. And a lot of people be like, the right side is, well, to do as the Lord say do, and to follow the rules as the rules to be told to be followed, and that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm here telling you that doesn't have to be the case if people would just evolve mentally to where we can self-govern ourselves, because God exists within every one of us. And we all have the ability to self-check. All of us have a self-checking mechanism in us. It comes naturally. You know, a lot of us choose to ignore that which tells us that we're doing wrong. But we're going to have to evolve to where we can respect each other peacefully and coexist peacefully and naturally. All races. I'm not talking to specifically black folk. No, this for all races. Like, we as a collective are going to have to figure out how to live peacefully, or we're going to have to serve under a God that wants to rule and control you the way you have been conditioned to accept your life. You have been conditioned to accept authority, as they would call it. But in my mind, I thought the only authority was God. But yet I see you niggas bowing down to another authority and swearing you only serve one God. I promise you, you serve two. Now, I don't care how you want to slice the cake, you serve two. A lot of you wouldn't admit that, don't want to admit that. You know what I'm saying? But that book says you should only have one master. And that one master is self. Because God only deals with you through self. The internal authority. Any external authority is a fraud. Or it's an oppressor. We have to understand this. So while you running scared and confused, they're going to be snatching your ass up, killing you, killing a lot of you. And a lot of you going to be willful slaves. Because you have children and you don't have no protection, you didn't have no plan, you didn't think the world would ever happen, you didn't think that this shit would ever happen. This was the farthest shit from your brain. You know what I'm saying? Although you done seen all this shit. You seen all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've heard people like, well, it's probably gonna get back better. I say this. When have you in history read that they ever shut the entire world down for something, for anything? When have they shut the entire world down for anything? They shut the entire world down. That right there should have told you that this was some of the biggest shit ever about to come our way. Like, that right there should have been like, hold up. This ain't never happened before. Shit that you're seeing has never happened before. So how are you trying to base it off some past shit and think that because this happened in the past, this will be the future? That will be some incorrect ass thinking. That's going to wake up and have a bad day ass thinking. They are showing you that this is a different time. And this is a grand finale or grand reset. They're going to reset everything. The way that you have lived will not be lived the same way in the next, I give it 10 damn years. In 10 years, you'll be in some different shit. 10 years. It'll probably be quicker than that, but I give it 10 years. You'll be in some total different stuff. And if you're not thinking on this, you're going to have to accept whatever they give you because you lacked any kind of knowledge, you lacked any kind of preparedness, you lacked any kind of guidance. because you lacked in knowledge. As the book say, my people shall perish due to the lack of knowledge. This is a strong survive type situation. And this shit is way deeper than I think a lot of times on a lot of different theories on how this thing could go, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't quite figured it out yet, because I know it's two ways. It's twofold at all times. It's always twofold. I can go down this way, go down this rabbit hole, I can go down another rabbit hole. Because it's twofold at all times. But what has got me puzzled currently is that will this two separate? Will it be a day where there's one without the other? Could it possibly be a world where there exists all good and there's an opposite world that exists all bad? I don't think that'll ever happen. The molecular structure of the atoms and the construct of how this tangible realm is set up, I don't think that's possible. And some might be like, well, on the higher realms, it's not tangible. Yeah, it got to be tangible. All realms are tangible to itself. How can it not be? How can it be a realm if it's not tangible to itself? Now, you may not be able to physically touch it from the third dimension, but those that exist on that dimension have to be able to touch the realm that they're in. How can you exist there if you cannot touch it? It has to be tangible. And in order for it to be tangible, you have to have both sides. So, me personally, I don't take it as that you finna go to some higher realm and live this glorious life without no bullshit. There's gonna be some bullshit somewhere. Just hope it's not on you. Hopefully it's not directed at you. Or hopefully you're not the one in the bullshit. Put it that way.